Right, it's Wednesday, and you know what time it is. It's Lucy Greer time. I like that.
I do too.
We're continuing on with these meals. We're talking about back to school, and I had to tell Lucy before the show today, we were talking about a couple of the meals that she's made on Studio 10. I have made 2 of the dinners, and 2 hits.
Yay, good.
Husband approved. So just so you know, so we're talking about easy recipes for back to school. Again, we made those 2 dinners, and you can check out that, by the way, online or at Greer's online. But now we're talking about breakfast. We all know how crazy it can get in the mornings. So this would be good for kids or just adults who need to eat something before they head out the door.
Yeah, it's so easy to whip up, like say on a Sunday, and then you can have them all week. We're going to make these turkey sausage and egg and cheese little muffin cups. And it's nice because we're going to get 12 out of them, and you can flavor them up with anything. I mean, you can put bacon or ham or any kind of veggie you want. But today, like I said, we're going to do a little turkey sausage in here. We're going to make our own. You
have been using a lot of turkey lately, I've noticed.
I do like it. It's just kind of a nice alternative to beef. We eat a lot of beef, which is great and fine. But sometimes it's like, okay, I've had hamburger, I've made spaghetti and all this. So I just kind of like to use it as an alternative.
Yeah, good
and
stuff.
You can buy different ratios of meat to fat, just like you do ground beef. So this one is 93.7, so we have a little bit of fat in there, but you can also find one that's 99% fat free, which is great. And I like to use something like that for spaghetti, where you aren't really going to miss it.
Yeah.
But for today, we want a little bit of extra flavor in there. So we have a skillet here, and I just added a teaspoon of olive oil. And now we're going to flavor it up with a lot of similar spices that you find in sausage.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't mind, would you crank that up? Yeah, crank it up.
Girl, I will crank. Hey, I'm good at that. I'm also good at burning things, so don't let me do that.
You're a great stirrer.
Right. That's my specialty, stirring.
It is. So I just added a teaspoon of fennel seed, and we're going to go in with a teaspoon of garlic powder. And then I'm going to do half a teaspoon of dried oregano.
And like you mentioned, you can really put anything in this if you like. Some people I feel like this is like an omelet. So some people like mushrooms in their omelets, anything like the spinach, anything like that.
That's exactly right. And it's a good way to get some veggies in. Today we're going to use I just bought a bag of frozen seasoning blend, which you find it in the vegetable section of the freezer area. And it's celery and bell pepper and onion just ready to go. It's all chopped up for you. So I just defrosted some of that, and we'll sprinkle some in the cups too. But you're exactly right. You could put some wilted spinach, just anything in here. And it's just a good way to pack a lot into your breakfast, because sometimes, it's just hard to even eat breakfast.
Right.
So actually this morning my husband popped a couple of these in the microwave and took them in the car with him.
I was about to say, and also with the kiddos liking these, they're like muffins, and so they're small. They can just have them in the car as well.
Exactly, and it won't be too messy. So the other spices that we added in here were half a teaspoon of our dried oregano, half a teaspoon of our dried thyme, and then I did a 1/4 teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes, a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, and a teaspoon of salt in here. So we're just going to cook this until it's all the way cooked through. It's going to take about 8 minutes or so. And then if there's any fat in there, we can just drain it off, and then we'll keep moving.
All right, so what's been going on at Greer's? Now, I have to tell you, I follow you on Facebook, on your Lucy Greer website, and you guys have been doing a lot of giveaways.
Yeah, we always have contests going on, and the latest one is for our online shopping. Right now, our new online shopping program, Groceries to Go, if you use it, and when you go to pick up your stuff, you just take a selfie and post it on there, and you could win $100. That's our latest. And then, of course, Labor Day is coming up, so we're going to be having some giveaways for that too.
All right, well, we'll learn more about that coming up with Joe. In the meantime, I've got to do some work here with this. Be sure to stay with us. And also, again, you can get the recipe online, fox10tv.com, under the Studio 10 tab, or the Greer's website as well.